Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Katy Sill, and I am the director of the WaterPoint Data Exchange, or WPDx program with the Global Water Challenge. In today's webinar, we will discuss some of the challenges of using data for decision-making and share some of the resources offered by WPDx to support evidence-based decisions. Following this brief introduction to the WPDx platform, we will have two presentations from partners reflecting on their efforts to use WPDx data to support governments to make better rural water decisions. The challenge is that the world is not on track to reach SDG 6 targets of providing universal access to water and sanitation by 2030, and rural access continues to lag urban. A key contributor to the lack of overall progress is that less than 15% of countries report on having adequate finance to meet their national targets. We need to find a way to either secure much more finance or to make our finance go further by improving the efficiencies of our water investments. One way to do this is to harness data to help prioritize investments to reach the most people possible. However, official SDG 6 monitoring is conducted by annual national scale household surveys. These surveys provide a vital statistical data set, but due to the amount of time between surveys, may miss the interim changes in subnational dynamics that could help improve routine decisions. The idea of using data for decisions has taken root in recent years, with a number of major water organizations and publications making a call for data transparency and for standardizing data to use for improved decision-making. Notable examples include the African Water Vision 2025, the African Ministers' Council on Water, Sanitation and Water for All, and the U.S. government's Global Water Strategy. But the list of organizations seeking to utilize data to improve decisions is much longer. So if everyone's in agreement, why are decisions still often made based on assumptions and politics and without data inputs? There are some serious barriers to using data for routine decisions. To start, data is typically not collected by a single organization, such as a government, each and every year. Instead, data is often collected in a piecemeal fashion by different organizations in different locations with different parameters and different collection platforms. So there may be a fair amount of data being collected, but its impact is limited as it's not easily shared or utilized by all relevant stakeholders. Even if you can compile the data into a single database, transforming data into usable insights requires highly specialized knowledge about managing, analyzing, and visualizing results effectively. And then there must be a process in place to take the results from the analysis and integrate them into the decision-making process. The WaterPoint Data Exchange, or WPDx, is a platform which aims to unlock the potential of WaterPoint data to support evidence-based decision-making, ultimately leading to an improvement in rural water services. WPDx has three components. First, a data standard, which allows data to be harmonized into a single dataset, regardless of the organization or collection platform used. Second, a global data repository, which provides free and open access to the entire dataset for online analysis or download. And third, a suite of advanced decision support tools to enable governments and organizations to optimize their limited resources and maximize the number of people that they can reach with their water investments. Data can be ingested into the repository on a rolling basis, meaning that as soon as site visits have been completed and validated, data can be uploaded, shared, and analyzed, providing close to real-time snapshots of coverage. To dive a little bit deeper into these components, we can first take a closer look at the data standard. The standard was collaboratively developed and based on pre-existing monitoring frameworks to focus on parameters which were commonly collected across many different organizations. Over 2,000 attributes were reviewed by a group of water sector experts. The list of attributes was narrowed, and the standard was then shared for public review and comment. The standard is a living document which can evolve over time with the sector. Here's a quick look at the standard parameters. There are 6 required and 15 optional. The required parameters provide information about the location, type, and status of WaterPoint, along with the date of visit and the organization providing the data. Optional parameters provide additional details, including information about the administrative division, management type, payment scheme, and fecal coliform contamination. The standard helps guide organizations on how to format data for upload into the global data repository. We recently completed a major upgrade to the ingestion engine, which allows organizations to share data via a direct file upload or connection to a URL, with format options including CSV, Excel, Google Sheets, JSON, or HTML table. This process can be completed in just a few minutes once data has been formatted for upload. This removes one of the major hurdles to sharing data from different organizations. Within the ingestion process, data sets are checked for duplication and are assigned what we call a WPDx ID to help link to previously shared water records. Once data is uploaded, it is fully accessible on the global data repository. We have about 600,000 records from over 50 countries, including almost 30 in sub-Saharan Africa, and over 65 contributing organizations. The data repository also has a data playground feature, which allows for online analysis, data filtering, and visualizations, as well as the ability to download data directly as a CSV or via API. The final component of WPDx is a suite of decision support tools. We currently offer 4 tools which respond to key questions identified by government partners. The goal is to support routine decisions by providing key insights to the following questions. How many people lack access per district? Which rehabilitation could reach the most people? Where is the most efficient place to build a water point? And which water points are at the highest risk of failure and why? I'll now quickly show some example results from the different tools. Starting with the Measure Water Access by District or Service Overview tool, this map shows which districts have more or less coverage based on an estimation of the number of people currently served by functional water points. This uses data from WPDx and population density datasets. All tools provide a CSV download of the full results in case you want to do further analysis. The next tool is the Rehabilitation Prioritization tool. The result shows which rehabilitations would reach the greatest number of people currently unserved by any other working water point, which helps governments and other organizations to prioritize where they should focus their limited resources. The result includes the output CSV and map, as well as an optional satellite view to visualize the community where the water points are located. The third tool is the New Construction Prioritization tool, which shows locations where newly constructed water points would have the potential to reach the greatest number of people currently unserved by an existing water point. This tool does not currently include hydrogeological information, but does help demonstrate where there is a potential opportunity and need for new water point construction. And finally, our Predict Water Point Status tool, developed in partnership with DataRobot, uses WPDx attributes paired with machine learning models to determine which water points may be at higher risk for failure within relevant timeframes. Any one of the tools from WPDx can provide valuable information, but taken together, they offer support throughout the entire decision-making process. Starting here on the left, after the national water budget has been determined, the Sub-National Service Level Overview tool can help determine which districts may need priority investment based on their current levels of coverage. At the district level, the tools can be used to determine priority locations for rehabilitations and new constructions in order to reach the most people currently unserved. Additionally, they can use the status prediction tool to prioritize preventative maintenance for high-risk water points. In an initial desktop review, using WPDx tools has been shown to increase efficiencies by nearly 25%. This fall, we will be rolling out an enhanced version of WPDx, or WPDx Plus. WPDx Plus will focus on districts or countries which have full data coverage currently included in WPDx, which provides ample data for the advanced analytics. The enhanced dataset will include additional geospatial parameters, filling in gaps of missing data, removal of points with nonsensical GPS locations, and will also include tabular versions of some of the outputs from the decision support tools which reduces the wait time for results. Revisiting one of the key challenges of using data for decisions is that there needs to be a process in place to integrate the results into the decision-making process. This slide provides a brief overview of the steps that we are taking with our government partners. The first step is to align on the approach and develop a shared understanding of when and how WaterPoint decisions are currently being made. Key questions include, at the national level, when and how district budgets are determined, and at the district level, when and how decisions are being made regarding preventative maintenance, rehabilitations, and new constructions. The next step is to complete a data landscape analysis to determine what data sources exist, and then work with partners to share data through the WPDx platform. Once the data is available, the decision support tools can be used to provide key insights for the decision-making process. Determining when this analysis should be completed and how it will be incorporated is key to ensuring that the data is consumed and not just developed into another report. And finally, the ultimate goal is that using WPDx data helps to accelerate rural water service provision. In the coming months, WPDx will be continuing and ramping up work in 4 focus countries: Ethiopia, Ghana, Sierra Leone, and Uganda. This is an exciting opportunity to explore the flexibility of WPDx to support government decisions in different contexts. As part of this work, and as part of the general WPDx mission, we are making a renewed effort to encourage organizations to share data with WPDx. As an NGO or government, you may wonder why you should share data with WPDx. For us, the answer is simple. WPDx provides an easy way to fulfill commitments to data transparency, provide open access to data for governments and other partners to improve evidence-based decisions, and to increase the impact of individual data collection efforts. Additionally, contributing organizations benefit from being able to run the decision support tools to help shape strategy and program design. We will continue to refine the decision support tools in response to the needs and requests of our government and other organizational partners. We also aim to develop an impact report to quantify the benefits of using WPDx data for decisions. And finally, we will contribute to sector knowledge by providing key information on functionality statistics and factors which may lead to WaterPoint failure. If you have a moment, please check out our website and share your data today. We greatly appreciate all contributors who have shared data with WPDx over the years. The most recent datasets have been uploaded by the organizations shown here. Thank you for your attention and for attending the webinar today. If you have any questions on the WPDx platform, how to share or utilize our data, please feel free to get in touch via email. We'll now hear from our partners to learn more about how WPDx is being used in practice.